Hari Om. So we're back with another story today, and this is the story of a great devotee of Mother Parvati. In Tamil Nadu, there's a place called Tirukadiyur, and in this place, there once lived a great devotee of Mother Parvati. His name was Subramanya Iyer, and there in that place in Tirukadiyur, there was a temple of Devi Abhirami. Now, Devi Abhirami is none other than Mother Parvati herself. This is just another name, local name that has been given for Devi, and it's a beautiful old time temple. And the temples of Tamil Nadu are absolutely beautiful. They have these lovely tall gopurams, with colorful idols, and it's a beautiful sight to see. And there are huge temples. Now, this devotee was so crazy about Mother Parvati, Mother Abhirami, that he saw every woman as Mother Abhirami. Whomever he saw walking on the road, if a lady was walking, he would just go fall at her feet and say, "Oh, my mother, oh, Amba, oh, Abhirami." He would get overcome by devotion and he would become ecstatic, tears would flow, and that joy was something that people could not understand. And the people of that place started calling him, he's a madman. He's a mad devotee of Devi Abhirami. So this is how people used to call him. Now this Tirukadiyur came under the regime of one Maratha ruler, Sarfoji Bhonsle, and he belonged to the Maratha regime which was there at that time, and he was the king of Tanjavur. You all would have heard of Tanjavur, right? So this is basically Tamil Nadu, but at that time the Marathas were ruling. And which time was this? This was in the in 1700s, like 1700, 1720, around that time. Okay, now it is 2020, right? That time it was 1720, that many years ago. So one day it so happened, it was the day of new moon. How is a new moon day? How is the new moon night? Absolutely dark, isn't it? It's also called Amavasya. And on that day in the morning, the king, that is Sarfoji Bhonsle, visited the temple of Devi Abhirami. When he came there, all the people gave way for him as he walked. When he came close to the altar, when he came close to the idol of Devi, he noticed that there is this man sitting right in front of Devi and he wouldn't budge. You would have guessed who that is, right? So it was Subramanya Iyer who was sitting there and he was lost in meditation. All he could see and hear and think of was Mother Abhirami. So when he was lost like this in devotion, the king was a little upset. Everybody gave way. Who is this fellow sitting here like this? And when he asked the people, the priest there said, "Oh, he is a mad devotee of Devi." Then he said, "Oh, a great devotee of Devi, I see. Let us test this devotee," he said. And he decided to do a test. So he asked him, "Hey, what is today's Tithi?" What is the meaning of Tithi? Tithi is nothing but what day is it today? It is different from our Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It is different from that. It is the Hindu calendar. You've all heard of the Amavasya and the Purnami. So that is the span that they used to take. 15 days, 14 days plus Amavasya, another 14 days plus Purnami. So this was every 15 days it was taken. So the king, actually what was the Tithi that day? It was Amavasya, right? So when the king asked this devotee, when the king asked Subramanya Iyer, he was so lost in devotion and all he could see was the bright face of Devi. And he said, "Today is Purnami." All of them kind of laughed and they wondered, and some of them frowned and said, "Today is Amavasya and what is wrong with him? Why is he saying it's Purnami?" The king laughed and said, "This evening, this fellow is going to be burnt. Let us see what the sky says." If the sky says, obviously the king thought, what else can the sky say? After all, it was the Tithi of Amavasya. Where can the moon come from? not even a streak can come, forget the full moon, thought the king, and said, make arrangements. So now Subramanya Iyer was in trouble. Of course, he was still in devotion. He had no idea what had happened around him. After the king left, the priest of the temple woke him up and said, Subramanya Iyer, wake up. Do you even know what happened here? So he asked what happened. Then the priest told him the whole thing and said, You said that today was Purnami. How can today be Purnami? Isn't it Amavasya? Then Subramanya Iyer folded his hands and said, all I could think of was mother. And these are the words that mother uttered through me. So it is up to her. It is her responsibility. It is up to her whether she wants to make tonight Amavasya or Purnami. He said that and he walked away from the temple. All of them thought, this madman, that's the end of him today. So it was evening and the Subramanya Iyer was brought to the temple place, and there was a huge fire that was set up bottom, and a wooden plank, was suspended, and this guy was made to stand on that wooden plank. So Subramanya Iyer is standing on the wooden plank and there is fire raging below. And the king is watching. They're all watching the skies. What is going to happen? What is going to happen? And from dusk, evening, when it's that twilight time, from dusk, it slowly started getting darker and darker, darker and darker. And on any other night, it was the time for the moon to be visible. But after all, that day was what? That day was Amavasya. From where will the moon come? And our devotee, Subramanya Iyer, was completely lost in devotion. He was not even in that present moment. He was with Devi. And what magic happened? Everyone's looking at the sky. It's actually pitch dark now. And there appeared at a distance a big, round, bright figure. And everyone said, today is Amavasya. Where did the moon come from? And you know what had happened? Mother Abhirami had to be true to her devotee, isn't it? Now, if you have seen any Devi temple, the Devi, the idol, is always a bright, beautiful nose ring. And Devi had taken the diamond from her nose ring and she flung it into the sky. And it shone there. It was shining in the dark sky like the moon. And who could understand all these miracles that Devi was doing? And they all thought that was the moon. And the king was totally shocked. And something more happened. It's not just that Devi had created a moon there with her nose ring, but it was also that the ropes snapped, the fire went out, and Subramanya Iyer was absolutely safe and untouched by either the fire or the fall. And the king came to him, begged his forgiveness, fell at his feet and said, I just did not understand your devotion and I acted out of arrogance. Please forgive me, he said. And from then, he was no more called the madman. In fact, they started calling him Abhirami Bhattar. And mother's name was permanently attached to his name. And this great devotee has written beautiful verses. It is called Antadi. Anta end, Adi is beginning. And in his composition, it's beautiful. The last word of a stanza and the first word of the next stanza is the same. This is how he has composed it. And even to this day, in that temple of Devi Abhirami in, which place was that? Tirukadiyur. In that place, even now, on both Amavasya day and Purnami day, because they must be so confused, isn't it? Suddenly one Amavasya turned into Purnami. Anyway, so both the days they chant this in the temple even to this day. And there are so many saints and devotees of God in different forms. Devotion is a beautiful thing. And when you're completely lost in your devotion, anything can happen. The dark moon of Amavasya might become a bright night of Purnami. Only if Devi wills, isn't it? I hope you enjoyed the story of this great devotee Abhirami Bhattar. let us also keep being devoted to Bhagwan. Whether miracles happen or not is a different issue. But our devotion to Bhagwan gives us a lot of joy and happiness. Hari Om.